Thanks, Mark. Christie did present his 2013 fiscal budget today, looking at everything from income tax cuts to funding for higher education.
It is my pleasure and my duty to present to you my budget for the year ending June 30th, 2013.
Christie began his budget plan looking at cuts to income taxes.
I propose to reduce personal income tax rates across the board for every New Jerseyan by 10%, and I propose to begin the 3-year phase-in of the cut with this budget.
He also discussed relief for those who pay no income tax at all.
In 2010, our disastrous budget situation forced us to trim the earned income tax credit. With this budget, I propose to increase it from 20 to 25% over the next 2 years. With my proposed increase, New Jersey will have one of the most generous state tax programs for the working poor in the nation, with an annual average benefit of $550.
Christie focused mainly on income taxes, but looked at property taxes as well.
The property tax cap we enacted together is beginning to work. In addition to maintaining the benefits of the 2% cap, we are maintaining direct property tax relief at last year's increased levels. There will be no cut in property tax relief in this budget.
Last year, Christie offered a transportation capital plan with combined resources of $1.6 billion per year. He addressed this plan again in this budget.
I request $89 million to fund the transportation capital plan. This investment will put even more of our hardworking building trades men and women back to work and put them back to work now.
The proposal then began to look at funding for education.
I'm proud to say that this budget proposes a nearly 6% increase in direct aid to our senior public colleges and universities. To make sure this commitment to higher education is spread to every corner of the state, I ask you today for $1 million to help create a new Governor's Urban Scholarship Program to help provide students in New Jersey's inner cities the opportunity they need to succeed. More broadly, this budget also proposes an increase of over $28 million above last year for student financial assistance, the bulk of which is a 10% increase in the funding for tuition aid grants.
The governor continued the budget by looking at issues like the pension plan, mental illness, and senior care.
This budget contains $1.1 billion for the state's pension contribution. This is an increase of $587 million over last year's contribution. The coming closure of the Hagedorn Psychiatric Hospital this June marks a new day in delivering services for those with mental illness, one that focuses on providing community-based care and housing. My budget reinvests the savings from the closure by providing an additional $5.6 million to the Division of Mental Health and Addiction Services. $10 million in new funding will go to the Department of Human Services. $24.7 million in new funding is also provided for individuals with developmental disabilities to expand community placements.
He is also proposing to create a new division focused on children within the Department of Children and Families and a division of aging seniors. The budget also noted a veteran haven program. The last thing the governor addressed was mandatory treatment for drug offenders who have not committed a violent crime. Reporting in Trenton, Rose Eckler, WZBN News.